Welcome to today's Lehigh student broadcast. I'm Quinn Brown here with Zach Kovaleski, and we have some Patriot League baseball. It's Lehigh versus Holy Cross today at J. David Walker Field.
Yeah, we're coming to a little late in the game. It's the start of the fifth inning, but we've got a good one here so far. Leon Holy Cross tied at
5th, and leading off is Holy Cross CJ Egby.
Now batting for the Crusaders, number
First
1,
pitch
CJ
taken for a ball. This one swung on, hard ground ball past the shortstop in the left field for a single. Next up, the first baseman, Braden Connors. The coach is going to pay a little visit to the mound. Jake Mulvihill after giving up that single.
Yeah, Mobile's pitched a pretty good game so far against Holy Cross. Yeah, coming into this game down 2-0 in the series finale, and so far here in the fifth hasn't given up too much. One run early in the game, but since then he's been pitching pretty well. So hopefully they'll try to keep him in for another two.
Connors steps back into the box. And here comes the pitch. Egry takes second, and he's safe. That pitch there called for a strike.
Now, Braden Connors, a dangerous hitter to have with runners on base. He's batting 329 on the season, 867 OPS.
And Connors thought that pitch hit him, but called for a strike. So now the count's 0-2.
Yeah, might have leaned into that one a little bit.
The 0-2 pitch is outside. Watching Egry here after he took second. He looks like he's going for third, too, now. Very generous lead for Egry.
We'll see if he gets a big secondary.
Fouled off to the left. All the way out of the park. The umpire's not happy with Braden Connors right now.
Yeah, Connors getting a warning. Didn't look like he had said much there, but
I think after he kind of leaned into that pitch, not a lot of tolerance for his behavior. Connors seemed to disagree with the ump there.
yeah, the home plate umpire has been under a lot of tension in this game. A lot of complaints from both sides so far.
The 1-2 pitch to Connors. Taken for ball 2. Swung on and missed. Drop third strike, and Connors is out at first. Egri takes third, though. He's going to be safe.
Yeah, able to get over there.
Now the center fielder, Gianni Royer. So a sac fly situation here for Royer.
Yeah, Royer been even more of a lethal this season with runners coming in here with 11 RBIs and 2 home runs on the season thus far.
Another visit to the mound for Mulville. And looks like he's going to call it a day.
Yeah, good outing for Mulville. 4 1/3. Only 1 run thus far off of 5 hits, but he is responsible for the runner at third.
So now it's going to be Brandon Coughlin,
Now pitching
the
for
right-hander.
Blackhawks, number 7, Brandon Coughlin.
And he'll be facing Royer. Seems like they wanted to keep Mulville in against Connors there for the lefty-lefty matchup, and now they're doing the opposite here with Coughlin against Royer.
Yeah, and Brendan Coughlin, not a huge sample size on the season. He's only pitched 4 innings, giving up 4 earned in that span. Well, Lehigh coming into this game 5-14 on the season. So far, 2-3 in Patriot League play. Got a win earlier in the season against Navy. Otherwise, they have struggled as of recent.
And now Royer is going to step up to the plate. 1 out. And here comes Coughlin. First pitch is high for ball 1. Second pitch called for a strike. For 1-1 now. Pitch is popped up into center. And he's under it. Egri tags up. Pitch is wide, and Cross is now up 2-1. Sac fly from Royer.
Yeah, Egri didn't have a difficult time coming in there on that one. It was definitely deep enough to center. Now Holy Cross with a 1-run lead.
You could tell Royer went into that kind of with that outcome.
Crusaders, number 10, Van
And it's
Coughlin.
time for Van Coughlin, the cleanup hitter.
Coughlin 4 home runs on the season.
He's got a 484 slug. First pitch taken outside for a ball. going to hit him. So not a good look from Coughlin there.
No, that is not the first hit by pitch in this game. And tension's high between both teams.
And Coughlin was not happy about that. Kind of gave Brandon Coughlin a look of like, why did you do that? Right, here comes John LaFleur, the left fielder. Just fouled back over the press box and over the hill behind the field. Second pitch, high and away for a ball. Counts 1-1. Coughlin winds up. Strike 2 taken. So Brandon Coughlin, one strike away from getting out of this inning. That's hit into center. He's under it, and he'll catch it for the third out of the inning. We'll be back for the bottom of the fifth. All right, back for the bottom of the fifth. We got Robbie Carvelli. He'll take that first pitch for a ball. Second pitch, taken low, ball 2. That one's taken for strike 1. Now we're 2-1. Carvelli. Carvelli grounds it to short. And first baseman makes the stretch there to get the out.
Now batting Soundhawks, number 34, Ian Wirtz.
Here comes the catcher, Ian Wirtz, into the right-handed batter's box. First pitch taken for strike one from Derek Volts.
And Derek Volt's still on the mound in this one, coming into this game with a 13.50 ERA, but he's only given up 1 run here.
And that is going to roll foul there on the third baseline. And the 0-2 swung on and missed by Wirtz. So he's down on strikes for the second out of the inning. And here is Silvio Giardina, the shortstop.
Yeah, Silvio getting a hit in his first plate appearance and scoring Lehigh's only run of the game so far.
Bolts the first pitch taken for strike one. And the 0-1 taken for another strike. Now Bolts has Giardina 0-2 with 2 outs.
Yeah, Volt's commanding this inning. Still staying strong here in the bottom of the 5th.
That one is bounced to the pitcher, and he gets the out at first. So that'll be the end of the inning.
Nice 1-2-3 there.
Back for the top of the 6th. All right, we're back in the 6th inning. Glen's still in for Lehigh, and he's going to pitch to Alex Sandell. That first pitch almost got Sandell in the head. So he's 1-0 now. Pitch number 2, also high and in. So Sandell's got to watch his head this at bat. Coughlin number 3. Fly ball into left center. The diving catch couldn't get it, but they're going to hold him to a single.
It just looked like it popped out of the glove. Unfortunate.
That was Dom Patrizzi. I mean, yeah, it looked good until you saw the ball come out of the glove. Good job by Rafael Rogers to back him up there and get the throw quickly to second. And up now for Holy Cross is Nick Spanner. Takes the first pitch inside for a ball. Number 2 from Coughlin. Fouled off to the right. Off the roof of the pavilion just outside of the field. So 1-1 now for Spanner. That one taken for strike 2. Sandell leads off of first. That one fouled off the ground and back. He'll stay 1-2. Nobody out. Here comes Coughlin. That one grounded to third. Going to settle for 1 at first, and Sandell gets to second on that fielder's choice.
Not bad play. Moved him off.
Coughlin, the high strike there. 0-1. He's watching Sandell at second.
He's not taking that big of a lead either.
That one taken outside. 1-1 now with 1 out. Strike 2, again up in the zone. Seems like Landry's looking for something a little lower.
Coughlin probably not going to give it to him, though. He's been pitching high most of the time.
That one fouled back. Stay 1-2. Landry barely got a piece of that one.
Yeah, he was not ready for the heater.
But it keeps him alive. Landry swings and misses, and it'll be a strikeout for Coughlin.
Strikeout there with the runner in scoring position. Now only 1 out away from getting out of it.
And now it's going to be Owen Stelzer, Holy Cross, the shortstop. Pitch taken for strike one. Sandell still at second. That one's low. And so we're 1-1 here with 2 outs. Stelzer calls time. Comes Coughlin. Pitch is inside. It's 2-1 now. Fouled back to the right. Just hit the top of the net there. Now we're all twos. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here. Coughlin strikes him out looking for the last out of the 6th.
Good inning for Coughlin there. Look at 2 Ks. Nice bounce back. Lehigh's still down a run.
We'll be back to the bottom of the 6th. And we have a pitching change now for the 6th. Holy Cross with the righty half to face top of the order. Treasy. First pitch taken for a strike.
Brock Griffin, 4 appearances, has pitched 9 innings this season, giving up 8 earned off of 8 hits. Strikeouts to go with it.
So 2 is popped up. Right fielder calls it, and he's got the out. And next will be Rafael Rogers, left fielder. Rogers lines it out to left. It's going to get down for a hit. They'll hold him at 1.
Yeah, Rogers had a big hit last inning. Continuing up here, and he's been the best hitter for the team this season, batting nearly 300,000 OPS.
Up next, the third baseman, Aiden Quinn. Tie it up here. Maybe even take the lead. First pitch, taken for a strike. A 1, taken for a strike 2.
Quinn just watching those 2 pitches.
And here comes Graff. And Aiden Quinn takes 3 pitches and strikes out in 3 pitches.
Yeah, he didn't like that one, but it didn't look too far off.
Definitely, when you're 0-2, you got to really swing, span the zone, protect the plate. And here comes the second baseman, Ryan Cochran, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. And Rafael Rogers leading off at first. Pick off to first, and he's back. Rogers only 1 stolen base in the year. Here comes Graff. That one's taken for a strike. He's had 4 straight pitches taken for strikes.
Yeah, he's doing well at clipping the outside of the zone there.
That one grounded to third. And it's going to be out.
A great stretch by the first baseman.
Yeah, he's had to do that a couple times so far. But that gets them out of the inning. We'll be back for the 7th. Back for the 7th. Coglin's going to stay in for Lehigh as the top of the orders due up. We got CJ Egri, the right fielder, in for Holy Cross.
And coming into today, Coughlin only with 4 appearances and 4 innings. So definitely getting their use out.
I wonder if they're doing the same thing they did with Mulville, where they're going to take him out after this righty-righty matchup. Connor's due up. That one swung on, gets through the infield on the hard ground ball. Egri's going to get to first again. And he's dangerous on the bases. Got 12 stolen bases before this game. And at least one more added on today. He's taking a big lead off of first already. As Connor steps into the box. First pitch. Taken outside for a ball.
Even Coughlin in for another batter. They do have someone in the pen, but might try to get him as far as they can this inning.
Yeah, I thought he'd be gone after Egri at that. That pitch taken. Egri takes second again, and he's going to be safe.
Yeah, not a great throw down from the catcher.
Connor's 2-0 here. I wouldn't be shocked if Egri went for third at some point this inning, too. And that pitch is taken for a strike. Apparently, the count was 1-1 before that. So he's 1-2. Nobody out. And Connors takes strike 3 on the outside of the zone. So he's going to be down looking. And here comes Gianni Royer.
Yeah, well, home plate umps definitely had a wide zone today. So not been happy with some of the calls.
Yeah, but at some point, I mean, that's just how it's going to be called.
Yeah, you got to swing the bat.
Hard ground ball, foul to the left. He's still there at second. A little less aggressive than the last time he was there. One's high and away for 1.
Yeah, the middle infield definitely holding Egri a little closer.
To Royer. That one is down low for ball 2. 2-1 now with 1 out in the top of the 7th. And here comes Coughlin. That one's low, gets past the catcher. Egri already going for third, but that really made sure that he was safe. He even thought about home, but the catcher was able to recover. And now Royer 3-1. Egri on third and 1 out. So a lot of potential here for Royer. That one's high and deep. Treasy going back on it, and it's going to be gone off the batter's eye. And And that's 2 more runs for Holy Cross.
Yeah, it was easily going to be enough to get in the sack fly, but just kept on going. Crossed over the 400 in center field.
Yeah, it was his 3rd home run of the year. That might be it for Coughlin there coming in now. Van Coughlin duo. Yeah, that's going to be it for Van Coughlin.
Not a bad performance from Coughlin. They got 2 innings out of him, which is more than usual. That bomb was just unfortunate.
Yeah, kind of questionable to leave him in for so long. You'd think after that single from Egri, he'd be done. Now they're going to go to looks like Jack Reyes.
Now pitching for the Mountaineers, 28.
Sorry, that's Max Trions.
Max Trion's been a pretty active member of the Lehigh bullpen this season. 8 appearances and 16 innings.
Yeah, you just hope he can keep it manageable now. They're down 3. Still time to make it back, but can't really allow much more.
Lehigh offense has to get going. Only 5 hits so far in this game. They really haven't been able to do anything.
Yeah, just got that 1 run in the 3rd. Been really quiet since.
And even the run in the 3rd, Silvio got on base, was able to steal over the 2nd, and then the base hit to bring him in. Other than that, Lehigh's had virtually no action in this game.
And Van Coughlin.
Now batting New Sam's number 10, Coughlin.
And Trions winds up. That one's up for ball 1. Second pitch is in for a strike. 1-1 here, nobody on base. Top of the 7th. Down foul tip. Looks like it caught a little bit of Ian Wirtz there on the hand. Wirtz just going to take a second, shake it off. And he's putting the mask back on. He's still in the game. Trions. That one's a hard liner to center, but Patrizi's there and gets the out. And now it'll be John LaFleur.
Now batting for the Crusaders, number 6, John LaFleur.
On grounded to second. Frians is covering first, and he's going to get the out. So 2 quick outs there for Trions after that home run given up by Coughlin. Holy Cross 4, Lehigh 1. We'll be back for the bottom of the 7th. Holy Cross going to stick with Brock Graff here for the bottom of the 7th. And it's Owen Whalewander, the DH for Lehigh. Takes that one for strike 1. Notice Graff likes to let that pitch clock really wind down before he throws the pitch. Strike 2 taken by Whalewander.
Yeah, he definitely takes his time on the mound, but he's had control so far of the Lehigh offense.
Yeah, for sure. Right here, he gets it down to 3 seconds. 0-2, fouled way off to the left.
Absolutely lasered over to the softball field.
Might have hit one of the cars in the parking lot. I think that's the bus. Go 2 again. Here comes Graff. That one's outside.
Trying to get him to chase. Not going to.
Graff. That one taken for ball 2. A little low inside.
Another low pitch, and Whalewander is not tempted.
Fouled back. So Whalewander really able to extend this at bat after falling 0-2 on the first 2 pitches. Check swing. And they said he went, so that's going to be a strikeout for Whale Wander. 1 out now in the bottom of the 7th. And here comes Tristan Crawford.
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 6, Tristan Crawford.
First pitch for Graf is up for ball 1. Crawford batting .250 this year. And he takes the second pitch outside for ball 2. Graf gets it in for strike 1. And now Crawford, 3-1 count. Chance to do some damage here.
Yeah, it's been rare that the Mountain Hawks been able to find themselves in a favorable count in the last couple innings.
Green light. Hits that one out to left. And it's long gone. Tristan Crawford with a solo shot into left. Cuts the lead down to 2.
Absolute bomb there from Crawford for his second home run of the season.
Really good at bat there.
Now Lehigh offense might have a little spark going.
He just carried pitcher Declan Wilkes back into the dugout after that. And now we got Robbie Carvelli. Taking that first pitch for a ball. Check swing, fouls it into the ground. Graf the 1-1. Bounce grounded to second. Graf covering. Gets the out there.
Carvelli almost beating that out, hustling down the baseline after that late swing, but
And a little miscommunication there from Connors. He had to back off and let Graf cover the base to get that out. Here's Ian Wirtz. Wirtz numbers have been pretty good this year, despite his spot in the order. Takes that one low for ball 1.
Wirtz coming in this one with a 346 average. He has only played in 10 games this season, about half. He's definitely been an integral part of the lineup as of late.
Hard liner into left field for a single. A little bit of momentum here for Lehigh after that shot from Tristan Crawford.
Yeah, Lehigh definitely seems to have a little more energy now. See if it could carry over.
And here is Cadern Ahern coming in off the bench. Staff's first pitch called a ball. Aaron takes strike one there.
This is only Ahern's third at bat of the season.
Well, he's got a chance to tie it up here with Wirtz on first. Takes that one. Ball 2 down low. I have a feeling Graf's outing is coming near to an end.
Yeah, they'll probably see if he can get this out. If not, might have to make a change.
Hard swing there, but it goes right into the glove of Connors. And that's going to be the end of the 7th. So Tristan Crawford puts a run on the board, but yeah, still some ground to make up as we go into the 8th. It's going to be Treyon staying in Lehigh, and we'll be back for the start. And back for the top of the 8th, here's Alex Sandell facing Max Treons. Takes that one for strike 1. Pitch from Treons outside for ball 1. Third pitch comes pretty quickly. That one's fouled off into right field. Sandell calls time. Treons grounded to short. Hard throw to first, gets the out. That was a close one. Sandell was running hard down the line.
Yeah, but a good throw there. Good play by the first baseman. Keep a hold of that.
For the Crusaders, number 8, Nick Spanner.
And here is the DH, Nick Spanner. Trions. Strike one taken. Grounder to shortstop, gets past him into center field. And that's going to be Spanner with a single. And we have mound visit now for Max Trions after that single.
Well, in an out-of-town score for Patriot League today, Army currently leading against Lafayette 10-5, looking at the series sweep for the weekend against them.
So that's going to be the day for Trions.
A good inning from Trions there. That hit, unfortunately, good placement, just got past the diving shortstop.
Yeah, it looks like they're giving it to Tommy Lamar, I believe.
Now pitching.
Excuse me, that is David Andalina. The right-hander.
Lena also with 8 appearances out of the pen this season. 9.2 innings pitched.
Now batting for the Crusaders, number 22, Ryan Grundy.
And here is Ryan Grundy off the bench to face Andalina. Takes that for ball one. Fouled up and back. It's going to land in the grass behind the field.
Ryan Grundy's had a pretty good season thus far. Out of only 14 games, he only has 27 at bats, but he's batting .296 with an .831 OPS.
Here comes Andalina. Hard liner into right. He's looking at 2 here. They'll hold Spanner at third. He was trying to go home, but they were able to get the throw into Wirtz quickly.
Yeah, Spanner was ready to go, got held up almost a third of the way down the line.
will be two in scoring position with Owen Stelzer bat here. Trion's still responsible for the runner at third. Bundy at second belongs to Andalina. Stelzer fouls it off to the left.
Tough situation for Lehigh that you don't want to be in right now. Two runners in scoring position in a two-run game here in the top of the eighth. Not much time to make back the 2 runs to begin with. Definitely don't want to give anything up here.
Yeah, this is quite a pinch. Quite a pinch Andalina's found himself in. The 0-2 pitch. High and away for ball one. Got to keep it in the infield here. Can't really afford to give up another run on a sac fly.
Yeah, infield in, anticipating the throw home.
That one's away for ball two. Definitely looking for the strikeout here.
Andalina with 10 on the season.
Checks it, but they say no. So it's going to be a full count here. Two in scoring position. And one out. All three got away from Wirtz, but he was able to pick it up in time.
Still able to knock it down enough.
Payoff pitch. And that's taken for ball four. Andalina's got the bases loaded with the top of the order. And I believe he's going to have to face at least Egri here. He's only faced two batters. But at least now after that walk, there's a chance at a double play.
Well, the infield still got even the middle infielders in right now. So it looks like regardless, they're still going home.
Yeah, I mean, if you're settling for one.
It is an interesting choice to not move them back.
Andalina falls down 2-0 here against Egri. It was a dangerous hitter to have in this situation. He's already got a couple hits today. Now 3-0 with the bases loaded. So you're probably going to see something in the zone here now.
Even worse, on deck is Braden Connors, another batter you definitely don't want to face with the bases loaded.
He's going to walk Egri on 4 pitches and let in a run.
He's mad about himself on that one. That wasn't even close.
That was his third batter, so he could be coming out of this game now.
Just a visit with the catcher and the infielders.
Yeah, he's going to be staying in for Connors here. now they're going to call it now for Andalina.
Yeah, it looks like they gave the bullpen a couple more throws, but now they'll make the change in a big position here.
And this is going to be Cole Kohanowitz, another righty now for Lehigh.
Now pitching for the Mountain Hawks, number 40, Cole Kohanowitz.
Well, Kahanowitz inheriting a tough situation with the bases loaded. This season, he's given up 17 runs in only 11 innings.
Yeah, I think he's going to be going for the double play here to get out of this. But he's got some tough hitters.
Yeah, really facing the Holy Cross. For Holy Cross, this is a situation where you could blow this game wide open.
Yeah, Braden Connors, 329 on the year average, and Royer hit a homer last time he was up to extend the lead for Holy Cross. All right, here's Connors. Bases loaded.
They still have the middle infielders in.
That one slowly rolled back to Kohanowitz, but I'm saying it was foul.
Yeah, the ump was quick to call that one.
Connors 0-1 now. And here comes Kohanowitz. That one lined out to right. One run is in. And here comes Stelzer for the second run. Holy Cross now up 7 runs to 2.
Yeah, that was a perfect hit for Connors. Just over the infield, which was playing in to begin with, and able to bring in 2 runs.
Yep, now it's time for Royer with runners on first and second. Still only one out here. First one taken for strike 1. That one's low for ball 1. Definitely trying to get a ground ball out of this, but Royer's already a tough out. That one's fouled up and back. The stands. got Royer 1 and 2 here.
Agree, taking a big lead off second. Now he's going.
Double steal and no throw. They're both going to be safe, but Royer's down on strikes. So it's going to be 2 out. 2 in scoring position.
Taking that pitch, but allowing to Holy Cross runners to go over. So still got a good situation here.
And here's Van Coughlin. Shoots that one out to left. Able to make the catch and stop the bleeding here for Lehigh. 3 runs in the top of the 8th for Holy Cross. Extends that lead to 5. And we'll be back for the bottom of the 8th. Pitching change here in the bottom of the 8th for Holy Cross. Going to Henry Harding now from the top of the order. And Treasy steps into the box. Takes for strike 1 from Harding.
Yeah, Patriot in the Lehigh order got some work to do here. Down 5 runs, only got 2 innings left.
Number 2 swung on and missed. Patrizzi's now down 0-2. And the 0-2 here is away for ball 1. Fouled up and back to the right. So Patrizzi stays alive. 1-2 popped straight up. Second baseman calls it, and he's got it in the grass. Now we got Rafael Rogers stepping up to the plate.
Lehigh with 5 outs, as I said, trying to avoid the sweep. Lost on earlier this week, 6-4 to Holy Cross, and then another pitcher's duel, lost 1-0.
They've got a chance to do some damage at this point in the order. Rogers fouls that back. Some strong hitters due up.
Yeah, here at the top with Rogers, it's definitely where they want to be in this situation. It's just whether or not they can make something happen.
Taken for strike 2. And here comes Harding. Checks his swing, but it was in the zone, so he's down on strikes. Now 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. And here is Aiden Quinn.
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 1, Aiden Quinn.
That one's in for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is in the zone for strike 1.
Harding's been pretty good out of the bullpen for Holy Cross this year. Only 4.38 ERA. Shows he's given up a lot of walks. So we'll see if Lehigh can force anything here.
It's fouled off to the left. So now it's going to be 1-2 for Aiden Quinn. Lehigh running out of time to really catch up to Holy Cross. And the 1-2 from Harding. Lined into center. Aiden Quinn's going to be safe at first. And that's where he'll stay. Now, and Cochran coming up.
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 3, Ryan Cochran.
Taken for ball 1. Only a 3-hit difference between the two teams, but a 5-run margin in Holy Cross's favor.
Holy Cross definitely done a better job of making the best out of their opportunities.
That pitch is high and away. They were looking over at Aiden Quinn on first. Almost a pitch out there. So it's 2-0 now to Cochran. Hardliner past the third baseman now. And it's going to be Cochran with a single. And Quinn stops at second.
Big hit for Cochran there, and now Lehigh's got a runner in scoring position.
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 5.
And now Whale Wander here.
Whale Wander.
A chance to really cut into that lead. And Tristan Crawford's on deck. He hit a solo shot earlier. 2 outs now in the inning, so guy's going to have to be careful. That one popped up. Second baseman calls it. And he makes the catch. So a rally in the making, stopped in its tracks by that pop-up to second. Holy Cross 7, Lehigh 2, and we'll be back at the top of the ninth. Back for the top of the ninth, it's going to be Ralph Gariano, the lefty at Lehigh, pitching to John LaFleur. First one's fouled. Oh, no, it hit him. So he's going to take first. And it's going to be Sandell up to bat now.
Crusaders number 9, Alex Sandell.
Taken for a strike. Gariano low and in for a ball. Gariano taking his time. Getting these pitches out. That one's in for a ball. 2-1 here for Sandell. LaFleur on first with the hit by pitch. Nobody out in the top of the ninth. Gariano takes again. This time it's in the zone. it's even at 2. The 2-2 to Sandell. Swung on. Double play chance here. And he's going to complete it.
They're big unassisted one there by the shortstop.
Yeah, and that was Max D'Antoni coming off the bench to make that 6-3 double play. This is Nick Spanner here. Swings on it for strike 1.
Big cut there.
Gariano's got to feel good. He's got that double play and then a big whiff by Spanner. Second pitch is in for a strike. That one's high for ball 1. Had to get that off quickly. There's only a second left on the pitch clock. That one swung on out to left center. And dropped on the transfer by the left fielder. So Spanner gets to second.
Yeah, Spanner was probably going to get there regardless. He was moving around those base paths.
Yeah, for sure. But that just really hammered it in. And here's Grundy. Spanner and Grundy both kind of started off that rally that really got that lead up for them last inning. Gariano, that's in for a strike. One to Grundy. Taken high for ball 1. Pitch clock winding down for Gariano. That one fouled back. It's 1-2 here for Grundy. Here comes the pitch. Foul tip, caught by Wirtz. And he's going to make it out of the inning. All right, last chance for Lehigh here, down 5. Bottom of the 9th coming up, and we'll be right back. Bottom of the ninth. Holy Cross is going to stick with Harding. And Tristan Crawford's up. Crawford hit that solo shot, 7th. And he's going to take 4, strike 1 there.
Yeah. Holy Cross hoping Harding can finish it off here. He had a good inning last time. Able to get out of 2 runners on.
Fouls it off to the left. So he's going to be down 0-2 already.
A big story for this one for Lehigh, unfortunately. They've had 9 hits, just have not been able to deliver. Leaving runners on.
Yeah, not a lot of big hits either, mostly singles. Crawford takes that outside.
Yeah, Holy Cross just done a better job of taking advantage of each opportunity and being able to move runners over, stealing bases, and eventually getting them in.
Throws it high. That's even at 2 now. Takes that one down. Counts full now. So Crawford went down 0-2, but he wasn't going down without a fight. Gets 3 straight balls. Off pitch to Crawford. Fouled up. And it's unplayed. So he had Van Coughlin and Braden Connors both running for that one, but just got over the net. And Crawford's going to stay alive. Hard ground ball into the left field. Crawford gets on base there.
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 16, Robbie Carvelli.
I believe this is Bobby Kleckner. Or maybe it's Robbie Carvelli.
After this series for Lehigh, they'll stay at home for a game against FDU on Wednesday before traveling to Lewisburg to face Bucknell.
So Carvelli took strike 1 there. Pitch fouled off to the left.
Holy Cross, on the other hand, home game against Harvard. Remained home for a Patriot League series against Lafayette.
Harding 0-2. It's the dirt. Harding 1-2. Grounds it to short. One at second and complete the double play. Lehigh's got 1 out left, and Ian Wirtz is due up.
Yeah, just like that, any little momentum Lehigh might have had squashed by another double play.
Yeah, Crawford, great at bat to get that single, but Carvelli couldn't keep it going. Takes outside for ball one. Second pitch from Harding. Taken for a strike. That one's outside for ball two. So Wirtz into a hitter's count. The 2-1. Taken inside. That was a close one, but he got the call there from the ump.
I guess the ump's not in any rush to go home.
That one's fouled way up and back. Lands on the hill behind the third base dugout. Swung on and missed. And Wirtz goes down on strikes for the last out of the game. It's going to be Holy Cross 7, Lehigh 2.
The game, the final score, Holy Cross 7, Lehigh 2.
This has been your Lehigh student broadcast. I'm Quinn Brown with Zach Kovaleski. Thank you for tuning in.
To take on FDU. Please buckle up and arrive home safely.